do you plan on living in their parents' house, Helen? You married Robert, and he's the younger brother. Charlie and I are supposed to be getting that house. Not you. Were you a parasite or something in your previous life? It's time to move out, you leech. It's been a while, Evelyn. How are you? There's no need for pleasantries, Helen. I need you guys out of that house as soon as possible. Huh? Why do you need us to move out all of a sudden? As I told you before, Charlie is the oldest son, so we're the ones who are supposed to inherit that house. Why are we talking about this now, Evelyn? Rick and Rosa are both still alive and well, you know. Well, they're not going to be around much longer, will they? They're already so ancient, Helen. If you want to talk about the inheritance, isn't it supposed to be a 50-50 split between siblings? I see. So that's how you want to play it? What are you talking about? I knew you were after the house too, but I won't let you have it, Helen. I'm just Robert's wife, Evelyn. I'm not really scheming to take anything, you know? Besides, shouldn't they be the ones talking about this? How everything gets divided should be between them and their parents. Yeah, nice try. We're planning to sell that house before its value goes down, so get the hell out! Where would everyone live if you guys sell the house? Rick and Rosa need a place to stay. You're a little slow, aren't you, Helen? Have you really not understood a single word I've told you? I'm sorry, I must have missed something. So where would they live, Evelyn? Who cares? They don't have much time left, Helen. Those fossils might kick the bucket any day now. Before that happens, Charlie and I have to move in with them. Then we can inherit the house with no strings attached. As soon as we get that house, we're going to sell it and get rich. You better not get in our way, Helen. Got it? What? You want to move in with them? Weren't you the one who made a big fuss about not wanting to move in with them before? If I remember this correctly. Didn't you say that you didn't want to live with a bunch of old people? And now, all of a sudden, you had a change of heart and want to move in with them? I wasn't thinking about the inheritance back then. But if I'm nice to their parents now, they'll remember they're supposed to leave it to us. I wonder if that would go the way you think it'd go. Well, his father said they'd be overjoyed to have their firstborn son back with them. I wonder if they would agree to live with you just so you could inherit the house, even though you don't usually even try to visit them or check in on them. Well, obviously, I'm not going to be completely honest with them, am I? We'll set it up so that it looks like I'll have a change of heart and be more devoted to taking care of them. It'll be a piece of cake. You're going to have to help us convince them. Are you trying to trick Rick and Rosa, Evelyn? That's not a very nice thing to say, Helen. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? We're all having a great time living together right now. Can't we just leave it at this? It'll be 5 times more enjoyable for them if they live with us. I'm great at throwing parties. No one wants to watch your interpretive dance show, Evelyn. We'll see about that. Anyway, I hear that nowadays a lot of rich people from foreign countries are looking for old secluded houses like this. It's a big house, and it's not too far from the city, so it's perfect. I think we can sell it for a lot. They're still in perfect health, Evelyn. Don't you think it's too early to be thinking about that kind of thing? You're right about that. That's why I have a favor to ask you, Helen. Huh? What do you need? I don't know how long the house is going to be this valuable, and those 2 aren't long for this world anyway, you know? Maybe you could help me move things along a little faster? What the hell are you talking about? Are you out of your mind, Evelyn? How could you say something like that? Of course, if Charlie and I were the ones living there, I'd handle all the dirty work, Helen. But before we move in, though, I'd like you to prepare everything for me. This isn't like cooking or anything, Evelyn. I'm not going to help you hurt them. You won't have to hurt anybody, Helen. Old Man Rick's always complaining because he had to stop drinking as much whiskey as he used to because it was bad for his health. I want him to drink as much as possible. Maybe you could encourage him to drink more. As for Rosa, maybe we could trip her and make her fall. At their age, a fall like that could do the trick. What? If she falls and hits her head or something at this age, she'd most likely die, you know? You've really gone crazy, haven't you? Rick and Rosa are our in-laws, Evelyn. How can you just casually talk about doing something like that? I can't let them live with someone who thinks like that. I'd never forgive myself. Don't forget your place, Helen. Those aren't your parents, so what makes you think you have a say in this? Well, you and I are in the same boat, Evelyn. I married the oldest son. I'm about 10 levels above you in status. Status? I don't care about status or anything like that. We're not leaving.
I'm not going to let you hurt them.
Oh, I see. You want to do this the hard way, then. Enjoy the house until we kick you out then, Helen.
What are you up to, Evelyn? This better just be some sort of sick joke.
If I told you, it would ruin the surprise. You're just going to have to wait and see, Helen.
This isn't funny! My name is Helen, and I'm a 32-year-old housewife. Charlie, the oldest son, and Evelyn got married 5 years ago, and 2 years later, Robert and I got married. Originally, Charlie and Evelyn were planning to live with his parents at their house. I heard that Rick did some major renovations on the house because of that. However, 3 days before they were supposed to move in with them, Evelyn suddenly decided to cancel the move. This made Rick very angry, and he still complains about it every time he drinks. He was really looking forward to living with them. Robert and I moved in with Rick and Rosa a little after that, and I've started to see them as my own parents, too. How could Evelyn say that she wants to live with them after all this time? And how could she even suggest we do something so awful to them? I was a little shocked and tried to ignore those crazy messages she sent me. After that, Evelyn got upset because I refused to help her with her plan. She somehow managed to have the police call my husband and me to the police station for questioning. The police called Robert and me to come to the station for questioning. I know you're the one behind this, Evelyn.
Huh? Why would I call the police?
There's no way Robert and I would ever do anything to hurt Rick and Rosa. You're the one who wanted to hurt them, Evelyn, not me.
The fact that you're messaging me means that they've already let you go, huh? How disappointing.
Rick came over to the station and explained that nothing had happened to them and that they were perfectly fine. They let us go right away after.
Ah, I see.
Was your plan to have Robert and me arrested for elder abuse so you could move in with their parents while we were gone?
That's right, Helen! It's a shame they let you go, though. We were worried about what might happen if two elderly people were left all alone, you know? Somebody has to take care of them, so I thought they'd feel safer with Charlie and me around to watch them.
That's a nice story and all, Evelyn, but you and I both know that you don't care about them at all. You just want the house.
Well, seeing how Plan A failed, I'll have to go with Plan B then.
Just give it up already, Evelyn. This isn't funny. Rick said that he doesn't want to live with you and Charlie anymore. There's no point in doing any of this.
That won't be a problem.
Did something change all of a sudden? That was your whole plan, wasn't it? Didn't you want to move in with Rick and Rosa so that you could inherit the house and sell it?
No. My main concern is inheriting that house. That's the only thing that matters. Moving in with them was just me trying to play nice so that it would be easier for us to get it.
It's still too soon to be talking about the inheritance, Evelyn. Rick and Rosa are still alive and well.
We'll see about that.
Please stop. We're family, remember? Can't we just talk about this later?
I tried to ask you nicely before, Helen. I'll be doing things my way from now on, since that's what you want.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to get yourself arrested, Evelyn.
Huh? What are you talking about? Did I say that I was going to do something specifically? I can't be arrested for just talking, Helen.
I know what you are trying to do. Please just stop before someone gets hurt.
You're just imagining things, Helen. Who said anything about anybody getting hurt? I didn't say anything like that.
You said it yourself before, remember? You wanted me to feed them greasy food or trip them to help you speed things along.
I was just joking, Helen. You need to lighten up. Do you really think that would actually be enough to kill someone? It'd take a lot more than that to kill somebody, you know.
But I'm pretty sure I sensed that you had bad intentions. The way you were talking convinced me that you were up to no good.
Don't treat me like a criminal because of your delusions, Helen. You're starting to sound crazy. Yes, I want the house, but I haven't done anything yet.
See? Right there! What do you mean by you haven't done anything yet?
See? That's what I'm talking about. You sound crazy. Just shut up and tell your husband to renounce his inheritance.
Why would I do that?
Charlie can inherit everything, of course. You said that you weren't living with their parents for the money, remember? You were acting so high and mighty about it. So I want you to prove it. Otherwise, I'm going to think you're just in it for the money.
All right, I'll prove it.
I'm glad you're finally saying things my way. You need to remember your place and consider doing what's right, Helen. You're just the wife to the second son.
Yeah, you're right, Evelyn. I'll think about what I can do. Bye.
I've been waiting for you guys at the airport, but it seems that you guys aren't here yet. Did you guys leave the house already? We need to get your bags checked in for the flight.
No, we're still at home.
What? Why are you still there?
Rick said that he doesn't want to go because he's suspicious of you suddenly inviting us on a trip to Hawaii out of the blue.
I thought that they would appreciate an all-expenses-paid trip to paradise.
Is that right? I can't help but think there's a reason that you would try to send us so far away, Evelyn.
You're overthinking things, Helen.
Right. Anyway, it seems that your plan failed, Evelyn.
I'm really not planning anything, though. Why can't you guys just believe that I want to do something nice for you all for once?
You've tried so many things in the past to get that house, but you failed at every attempt.
I haven't been doing anything.
I know that you were the one who stretched out a thin wire in front of the gate to the house. I tripped over it and had a pretty bad fall when I went out to go on a jog the other day. I had a deep cut on my forehead and had to get stitches. If Rick or Rosa tripped over that wire, it could have been worse.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, Helen. I hope you're doing okay, though. I just want you to know that I'm not the one responsible for that.
Don't play dumb. I also know that you poked holes in the tires of Rick's car, too. Robert's been driving Rick around ever since he surrendered his driver's license because of his old age. They almost had an accident the other day.
Someone poked a hole in old man Rick's tires, too? Bad luck just keeps on coming, huh? You guys need to be more careful.
Uh-huh. I guess you must have been getting frustrated because everything was going wrong. You said you wanted to go hiking on this trip to Hawaii, right? Knowing you, you'd probably try to push Rick or Rosa over a cliff or something. I'm not going to let you hurt them, Evelyn.
All right, cut it out. How would you even know if I did all of that? Did you see me do it? Stop acting like I did everything, Helen. I haven't even been near that house for months, you know.
I told you to quit playing dumb already. I asked Rick to install 5 security cameras around the house because I was getting worried.
Huh? Wait, so that means…
That's right. We saw everything. If you didn't do all of that, then what were you doing when you were sneaking around the house, huh? I thought you hadn't been near the house for months, right?
I was just checking to see if there were any problems with the house from when we inherited, of course.
If you did all of that with the intention of killing Rick and Rosa, you know what you'd be guilty of attempting, right?
Whoa! What are you talking about? I would never try to kill anybody, Helen. You need to stop exaggerating everything.
There's no point in playing dumb, Evelyn. I know that you did all of this behind Charlie's back, too. What would he say if he found out that you were trying to kill his parents?
You're wrong. It was all his idea. He made me do it.
Let's see what he has to say about that. He's on his way over right now. I'm surprised he didn't even know about you wanting to move in together with his parents.
Why is he there? I told him to stay away.
What's wrong with him going home to pay his parents a visit?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but…
I heard that he's been asking you for a divorce, and you keep on refusing him.
He even told you about all of that, too? That man just doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut.
Since you canceled the move, he's been slowly building up a sense of distrust toward you. Lately, you've been too hot-tempered for him to deal with, too. I hear that you yell and lash out at him for the smallest things, and it's terrible.
He just sits around and does nothing. It's hard to get that blockhead to do anything, you know?
What I do know is that you're refusing to divorce him because you're after his inheritance.
So what if I am, huh? It's the least I deserve for putting up with this pig. If we stay married in any way, shape, or form, I'll get some of it. Once I get what I deserve, I'm divorcing him.
Oh, you don't know. Charlie is inheriting a separate property that isn't eligible for property division.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you won't have to worry about that, though.
What are you talking about? No way. Did they give you all of their properties for free as a gift?
Well, they did offer to give us the house for free. I thought about it, but we had to refuse. The gift tax would have been pretty high.
Then what are you talking about?
Rick decided to sell the house for $750,000.
What? To who?
Do you really want to know?
I'm going to get that house back. That money should be mine. Who the hell are they?
I'm the one who bought the house, Evelyn.
What? Why would you buy the house?
I just had a lot of money sitting in my bank account, so I decided to buy the house.
No way.
I inherited some money from my parents a few years ago, but I didn't really have any use for it. After everything that's happened, I thought I should be the one to buy the house.
Are you an idiot, Helen?
Why do you say that?
I can't believe you spent $750,000 on that house when you could have had it for free if you just kept your mouth shut and done nothing.
Yes, I know. But if I have my name on the deed to the house, there won't be any more attempts on Rick and Rose's lives. You can leave them alone now, Evelyn.
I wasn't trying to kill them or anything, Helen!
Even if I were to change the name on the deed to my husband, it might exclude Rick and Rosa or their inheritor, which is me. Then I thought, if that's the case, why don't I just buy it, since I have nothing to do with all of that, right?
But that doesn't mean you have to spend $750,000 on it.
We're pretty close to the city, and it looks like a lot of tech companies are coming over and setting up base here. The value of the houses here keeps going up. When I sell it, I might be able to sell it for a higher price.
I guess that means Rick's got his hands on $750,000.
There is a real estate income tax, so about 20% will be deducted from that, though.
That should be fine then. There should be enough money left over that I can receive for the inheritance.
You're still talking about that inheritance, huh? Well, I don't think there will be any left for you since they'll be using that money to live abroad.
Wait, what?
They said that they wanted to move to France. He's been wanting to go for so long.
What are old people going to do in a foreign country? Who's going to take care of them? Not everyone speaks English there, you know.
Huh? Rick is fluent in French, you know.
Really?
I didn't know that. He said he was tired of having his life threatened, so he wanted to move.
But that doesn't mean that they should move out of the country.
I said that since I bought the house, there wouldn't be any problems with the inheritance. But it looks like he's made up his mind. He told me that he's always dreamed of relaxing somewhere beautiful and enjoying his old age. Rick and Rosa have some good friends in the countryside there and decided to move nearby.
I didn't know about any of this.
How would you know? You've never tried to have a meaningful conversation with them. You don't even stop by to say hello. You only want to talk to them when it's convenient for you. The only thing you care about is the inheritance.
Are you just going to live with Robert in that house then?
That's right. The house is pretty old though, so we're going to have a lot of work done on it. The other day, we found a hole in the floor. And when it was raining the other day, it was leaking into the living room. We decided that we'll be tearing down the house and rebuilding it.
Where are you going to get the money to do all of that?
Huh? I'm paying for everything.
Just, how much money do you have?
I inherited about $7,500,000 from my parents, paid taxes, and bought the house for about $750,000, so I guess I have a bit left still.
You could build a mansion with that much money. I didn't know you were so rich, Helen.
You never asked. Besides, it's my parents' money, not mine. Anyway, Robert and I are planning on having kids, and we want to build a huge garden, too. I'm so excited. We're going to have a beautiful home.
All my hard work's gone to waste.
I wouldn't exactly call all of that hard work, Evelyn. You should have spent more time on other things. Things that actually matter, Evelyn. Well, I hope you'll reflect on your life behind bars and regret what you've done.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Did you really forget about what you tried to do to Rick and Rosa? You should have listened to me when I told you to stop, Evelyn.
But they're fine, aren't they? We don't need to get the police involved in this, Helen.
You put Robert and me in danger, too. Do you really think that you'd just get away with all of that? You could have killed my husband, Evelyn.
Everyone turned out fine, didn't they? Stop exaggerating every little thing, Helen.
If you injure someone, you're guilty of assault. If you try to kill someone, you're guilty of attempted murder. It's not difficult to understand. You're going to be put away for a long time.
No, this is all wrong. I haven't done anything wrong.
You're still saying that after all this? You're really not that bright, are you?
What did you say? How dare you?
We have footage of you doing everything, Evelyn. I don't think most people would think they could get away with something like that.
I thought everything was going to go smoothly.
We've hired a lawyer for Charlie to work on your divorce. From now on, you're on your own, Evelyn.
I can't believe I'm going to jail before I get anything. This isn't what I planned.
I knew this would happen to you, though.
All right, cut it out. How would you even know if I did all of that? Did you see me do it?
I'm just glad that Rick and Rosa are safe.
You're just the wife of the younger brother.
Aren't you the one who got beaten by the second son's wife, who was 10 levels below you in status?
This is so frustrating. Why is everything going your way?
I'm so happy that I won't be related to you anymore. Have a nice life, Evelyn.
How did I lose?
After that, Evelyn got arrested for attempted murder. She messed up pretty badly. Evelyn's messages proved her intent to kill my in-laws, so she was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Evelyn's parents were horrified when they discovered her actions. I heard that they completely cut ties with her after they heard about everything from Charlie. I think that having everyone you know disappear from your life is the best type of punishment for things like this. It's even better than having her pay us back with money. With her locked away, it looks like sunny California will be a better place to live for the foreseeable future. Charlie is now divorced and enjoying a peaceful life on his own. Rick and Rosa recently left the country and moved to France. It looks like they're having a great time over there. They often send us souvenirs when they travel around Europe with their friends, too. We plan on flying over to see them next year. We also built a fantastic house. I can tell that it's going to be filled with laughter and love for a long time. Now that I'm pregnant, all we have to do is wait for our new family members to arrive. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.